Hi, this is Umar. Well, there are many complex option strategies. There are ultimately only four basic ways to trade in options market. You can either buy or sell call option or buy or sell put option. A short straddle is an option strategy comprised of selling both call options and a put option with the same strike price and expiration date. It is used when the traders believe the underlying asset will not move significantly higher or lower over the lives of option contract. Then the maximum profit is the amount of premium collected by writing the options. The potential loss can be unlimited, so it is typically a strategy for more advanced traders. Short straddle allows traders to profit from the lack of movement in the underlying asset rather than having to place a directional bet hoping for a big move either higher or lower. Premiums are collected when the trade is open and the goal is to let both the put and call expire worthless. However, chances that the underlying asset closes exactly at the strike price at the expiration is very low, particularly when VIX are very high. Since COVID, we can see Indian markets having high volatility. We can see Nifty moving around 200 to 200 300 points in one trading session. This type of volatility makes it very hard for us to manage short straddle. In this video, we will see how we can adjust a short straddle. We have also backtested this strategy so you get an idea how this strategy works. However, we have a strong disclaimer. Please consult your financial advisor before trading in options. Consider subscribing this channel as we have lots of contents and videos lined up for you. Your support really motivates us. Now let's see the Nifty chart for the month of February 2021. I am intentionally using this month as we had good amount of volatility on the month of February. Nifty opened at 13,700 and closed at 14,500. High was around 15,400. So typically Nifty moved around 1,700 points. Now that's good amount of volatility. We backtested the adjustment strategy in this particular month and let's see what we got. The strike we used is 13,700 call which was around 340 rupees and 13,700 put which was around 377 rupees. We deployed this strategy at 1st of February. At the time of implementing this strategy, volatility was very high as the finance budget was due to be delivered the next day. Okay, now we will simulate the month of February. As you may know that February month was quite volatile because Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman delivered her speech on budget speech on Parliament on 1st of February. So that month was quite volatile. It went from 3,700 till 15,400 and ended somewhere around 14,500 somewhere. So at the month of February starting, Nifty was around 13,700. So what we are going to do is we are going to construct a simple straddle, short straddle in the month of February 1st. So I am doing the straddle in the month of February, first day of February. So we are going to sell 13,700 call and 13,700 put because that's where the market is. Starting at the starting of February month, Nifty was around 13,700. So we are going to select the 13,700 straddle. So once we sell 13,700 straddle, this is how the straddle looks. So we have collected a total premium of around 370 plus 40 around 720 730 range. So our break even on the downside would be 1300 and the break even on the upper side would be around 14,400. So generally what is the rule here is when we construct a straddle, we will make only adjustments when our break-even points are breached. In case our break-even point is not breached, we are not going to make any straddle. Any adjustment. Chances are it may be it may be reversing, or it may be retracing, or it may be range bound between these both break-even points. So the general rule is that you make only adjustment when the break-even points are breached on either side. So on 1st of February we took this strategy. So we'll see what happened next day. Yeah, so the next day itself, what happened is the budget was very good budget, so the market took it as a positive base, and market rallied. In fact, the next day on February 2nd, market actually gapped up and rallied another 100 or 200 points. So what is the consequences of this is our put is in profit, but our call is in loss. So as the market is in bullish mode, it rallied around 400, around 300 to 300, 400 points. Our put side is in profit, but our call side is in loss. So what we are going to do here is we are going to book profit. We are going to book profit on the put side. So 13,700 which we sold for around 300 plus is now only 78. So what we are going to do is we are going to exit this trade. We are going to exit this trade for 78. So we sold it for 340 and we are buying it back for 78. Once we sold it, again see market is around 14,600. So what we are going to do is we are going to sell 14,600 put, not one lot, maybe two lots this time. Yeah, and 13,700 we have sold already, and again we are going to sell it another two lots. Yeah. No. I think we have to add one more lot here. 13,700 we will sell only one lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So see what happened now is like we have booked profit in 13,700 put we sold earlier. Then again after that we have initiated a new trade, that is we have sold 14,600 put two lots, and we have added 13,700 call, which we are already in loss. You have to remember this, we are already in loss. We are in loss of around 44k. So we have added one more. So it's like two lots in 13,700 and two lots in 14,600. So what eventually so what happens here is you have extended the range. Earlier your break even point was around 14,600 I believe, sorry 400 I believe. You have extended the range. So now the break even point is extended to around 14,800. So we'll see what happens next day. I am taking the month of February intentionally because, as I told you, it was very volatile and we had a good rally. So option sellers doesn't want to book losses. So they tend to adjust the positions whenever possible, and this is what they do. Okay. Now on 4th of February again market was rallying, actually to shooting up around 250 points on a daily basis. On 4th of February it is again breaching our break even point. So let's see what happens the next day. Okay, it has breached the 14,800. Our previous break even was 14,800. Sorry, yeah, 14,850. It is breached. Now what we do is our 14,600 put which we sold earlier is in good profit. So we have to exit that position. Yeah, we have to exit that position. Now since the market has rallied to 15,000, what we are going to do is we are going to sell the 15,000. We are going to do is we are going to sell the 15,000 put option, which is trading at around 295. This time 4 lots we are going to sell, and again we have to add this 3,700 which we sold. We have to add another 2 lots. Yeah. So now again what has happened is our earlier break even was around 14,800, I believe. Now it has been extended to 15,100, around 15,100. So let's see what happens next day. It was almost to breach our break even point, but it didn't. It was not able to break the break even point. So let's see. Okay, I think we can wait. Yeah, it almost break the point, but still I think it's marginally we can wait one more day. Okay, it has broken the our break even point. It has breached our break even point. Though it has marginally broke our break even point, I was not squaring off the position since there was some margin issues. As I told earlier, this type of strategy requires lots and lots of margin. So I was not able to do anything. I was just holding the position. In case if the market was going to rally, what I was thinking is we will go long in futures. Yeah, on 24th of Feb, it was the last day before the expiry. So what I did is I was squaring off the position, so I was able to book a profit of around 50,000. So you have to remember, even if I have to wait, I had waited for one more day, I would have been in loss. But I squared off one day before. So I thought I was in comfortable margin and I was having margin issues also. My margin was fully utilized, so I was not able to carry forward this trade. So at the end of 24th February, this strategy gave us around 52,000 profit. But the downside is here is you will require lots and lots of margin to be implemented for this strategy to work. Normally, option sellers don't want to book loss, so they tend to build adjustments like this. This adjustment works perfectly in trending market. This adjustment is deployed when we believe that the market cannot move in one direction for a prolonged time. At some point of the time, the price has to retrace. These are very complex and complicated strategies which are used by HNIs and institutions. This is how HNIs and institutions make a lot of money. But there is a catch. If everybody can make money, there will be no losers, right? Every strategy has a downside. This strategy also has a downside. When the market doesn't move, we are happy and we will make profit. But if the market moves, you are in trouble. Particularly if you deploy this strategy, you will require lots and lots of margin money. This is where retail traders like you and me struggle. We don't have access to funds. Now you would have understood why 95% of the retail traders lose money in the market. It is not technical analysis or any other analysis which is going to make you sustain in the market. It is pure money power which is going to help you sustain in the market. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.